Economy 6 economy 8
Questions 56 through 58 refer to the following conversation.
We need to create a new small and faster printer. A new printer we just introduced the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but that is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an acrylic printer for the Series 59, something select for home users. You're right, it's been a long time since we come out with a new model for home office. We need to create a new small and faster printer. A new printer we just introduced a Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but the one is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an economical printer for Series 59, something like for home users. You're right, it's been a long time since we came out with a new home model for home office. We need to create a new smaller and faster printer. A new printer we introduced the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but the one is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an American printer for Series 59, something style for home users. You're right, it's been a long time since we came out with a new model for home office. We need to create a new small and faster printer. A new printer we should introduce the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but the one is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create a communicable printer for the Series 59 something nice for our home users. You're right, it's been a long time since we come up with a new model for home office. We need to create a new small and faster printer. A new printer we introduced the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but that is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an economical printer for Series 59, something slightly for home users. You're right, it's been a long time since we came out with the new model for home office. We need to create a new smaller and faster printer. A new printer we should introduce the Series 11 clear picture model for a few months ago. I know, but that's one is for business is to keep up with the competition. We also need to create an economical printer for Series 59, something style for home users. You're right. It's been a long time since we came up with a new model for home office. We need to create a new smaller and faster printer. A new printer we introduced the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but the one is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an economical printer for Series 59, something stylish for home users. You're right. It's been a long time since we come out with a new model for home office. We need to create a new smaller and faster printer. A new printer we just introduced the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but that one is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an economical printer for the Series 59, something I need for home users. You're right, it's been a long time since we came up with a new model for home office. We need to create a new smaller and faster printer. A new printer we just introduced the Series 11 clear picture model a few months ago. I know, but that's the one is for business use. To keep up with the competition, we also need to create an economical printer for the Series 59 something strange for home users. You're right. It's been a long time since we came up with a new model for home office. Câu 59 đến câu 61.
Question 59 through 61 refer to the following conversation.
Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we see the next candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic question. That's true, and I'm afraid that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's dig to the last person when interviewed before we see the candidate. When do you think Max? After reading his resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I felt that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we select candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I'm afraid that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we see the candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I can expect more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I felt that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we select the candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I can expect more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he was able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I felt that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we see the candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I expect more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I felt that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we select candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, I'm afraid that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we see the candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading his resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I'm afraid that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we see the candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading this resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, and I felt that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Let's discuss the last person we interviewed before we see the next candidate. What do you think, Max? After reading this resume, I expected more from him. Although his experience looked relevant, he wasn't able to answer our basic questions. That's true, I'm afraid that he wouldn't contribute much to our team. Câu 62 đến câu 64.
Questions 62 through 64 refer to the following conversation.
So, what do you think about the office space we looked at? Should you take it? Well, we've been in the same area and the cost is right, but it does need some repairs. Yes, you're right, it doesn't need work a lot, in fact. And some store compartments we have to insist, but the site is perfect for our company. Well, it's what we could hire a contributor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. So what do you think about the office space we looked at? Should we take it? Well, we be in the same area and the car areas, but it needs some repairs. Yes, you're right. It's not new work, not in fact. And some store compartment will have to be inserted. But the site is perfect for our company. Well, I support to go a high contributor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. So what do you think about the office space we looked at? Should we take it? Well, I be the same area and the cost right, but it's the need some repair. Yes, you're right. It's the needs to work or not in fact. And some store compartments will have to be inserted, but the site is perfect for our company. Well, I suppose we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. So what do you think about the office space we looked at? Should we take it? Well, I will be in the same area and the car is right, but it does need some repairs. Yes, you're right. It does need work, or not in fact. Some store compartment will have to be inset, but the size is perfect for our company. Well, I suppose we can hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. So what do you think about the spare office we looked at? So we take it well, we be in the same area and the car is dry, but it needs some repairs. Yes, you're right. I just it doesn't need work a lot. In fact, some stores of compartment will have to be inserted, but the size is perfect for a company. Well, I suppose that we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, I consider renting it. So what do you think about the office space? We looked at Sugar Ticket. Wow, will be in the same area and the cost right, but it's that needs some rebates. Yes, you're right. It does need work a lot in fact. And some store compartments will be to be incest, but the size is perfect for our company. Well, we support we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, I consider renting it. So, what do we think about office space? We look at Suki ticket. Well, will be in the same area and the cost right, but it's does need some repairs. Yet you right, it does need work or not. In fact, some store compartments will have to be inserted, but the size is perfect for a company. Well, I suppose we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. So what do you think about office space? We looked at Suki ticket. Well, we be in the same area and the car is dry, but it needs some repairs. Yes, you're right. It need work or not. In fact, some store compartments will have to be inserted, but the size is perfect for our company. Well, I suppose we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, they consider renting it. So what do you think about the office space? We looked at Suki ticket. Well, we'll be in the same area and the car is dry, but it does need some repairs. Yes, you're right. It does need some work a lot in fact. And some store compartments will have to be inserted, but the size is perfect for our company. Well, I suppose we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. So what do you think about the office space? We looked at Suki ticket. Well, we be in the same area and the cost is right, but it does need some repairs. Yes, you're right. It does need work or not in fact. And some store compartments will have to be instead, but the size is perfect for a company. Well, I suppose we could hire a contractor to help with the work. So yes, let's consider renting it. Câu 65 đến câu 67.
Questions 65 through 67 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, my face got in a position to pharmacy this morning to my allergy medical decision. My name is Eleni. Yes, here is it. You should take 2 tablets once a day. Be sure to take the medical with the water after you haven't eaten. Test. I'll be glad to stop sneezing. You might find that your experience some drowsiness, so take care if you're driving. Hi, my physical got in my prescription for the pharmacy this morning for allergic medication. My name is Eleni. Yes, here is it. You should take 2 tablets once a day. Be sure to take the medicine with the water after you have eaten. Yes, I'll be glad to stop sneezing. You might find that your experience some drowsiness, so take care if you're driving. Hi, my physical got in perception of the pharmacy this morning for allergic medication. My name is Eleni. Here is it. You should take 2 tablets once a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you have eaten. Thanks. I'll be glad to stop sneezing. You must find that you experience some drowsiness, so take care if you're driving. Hi, my physical got in the prescription to the pharmacy this morning for all my dedication. My name is Alani. Yes, you should take two taps one a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you eat and taste. I will like to solutions. You might find that you experience some nastiness, so take care if you drive it.
Number 65. Versation.
Hi, my physician got it in the prescription to the pharmacy this morning for my medication. My name is Eleni. Yes, yes. You should take two tablets one a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you have eaten. Thanks. I'll be glad to super sneezing. You might find that you experience some sinus, so take care if you're driving.
Versation.
Hi, my patient got it in a prescription to the pharmacy this morning from my education. My name is Eleni. Yes, he is you should take two tablets on a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you have eaten. Thanks, I'll be glad to serve sneezing. You might find that your experience summer drowsiness, so take care if you're driving.
Conversation.
Hi, my physician got it in a prescription to the pharmacy this morning for allergy medication. My name is Eleni. Yes, you should take two tablets on a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you have eaten. Thanks, I'll be glad to stop sneezing. You must find that your experience some nastiness, so take care if you're driving. Hi, my physician got it in a prescription to the pharmacy this morning for our allergy medication. My name is Eleni. Yes, it is. You should take two tablets one a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you have eaten. Thanks, I'll be glad to stop sneezing. You must find that your experience stop dizziness, so take care if you're driving. Hi, my physician got it in a prescription to the pharmacy this morning for my medication. My name is Eleni. Yes, easy. You should take two tablets one a day. Be sure to take the medicine with water after you have eaten. Thanks, I'll be glad to stop sneezing. You must find that your experience some drowsiness, so take care if you're driving. Hi,